Hey everybody, welcome to Daisy K's workshop. I got a new project I'm working on, and it is a phone case. So this one is for iPhone 16s. And so I'm just going to take the packaging off. Well, I'm actually going to keep this little piece of paper in because so I won't go over those little holes there. Alright, and so I have some stuff already laid out. And I think what I'll do is I'll do some rhinestones around the opening. Some little small ones. I've got pink and I've got beautiful diamond rhinestones. And then I've got all my little bling bling laid out here, so I'm just going to kind of put some things on here to see. And it's so hard sometimes for me to pick these things up, but I hope y'all can see. Oh, and look at this little ballerina. Isn't she so pretty? I love ballerinas. Even though I can't dance, I can't do a Texas two-step, I just love little ballerinas. Oh, look at how pretty this one is. I'm just going to kind of put this stuff on here and look at this with the big rhinestone in the middle. And then I know I'm going to put this on here because we are all just little princesses. And some of us might be the head princess, I don't know. Oh, there's a cute little teddy bear. This is one that I really, really think is pretty. It's a little perfume bottle. So I'm definitely going to put that on there. And I laid this little pink flower out, but I don't think it's going to mix in with them. Really kind of got a little rhinestone pearl theme going on here. Here's a cute little butterfly. I don't know where to put all this stuff. It's just too pretty. You know, I think what I'll do is I'm going to keep the crown and the perfume, and I love this bow. There's two bows, and I'm going to keep the ballerina, and I'm going to take this off. Okay, so I've got that, and oh my goodness, look at this, love. Okay, now, oh, I gotta have this, I love, I love everything that's heart-shaped. I think a heart-shaped anything is just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I do like butterflies. I've got one, so I'm just gonna do like one of each. It's so hard to make the decision of what you want to do. But anyway. Okay. So now let's see. So I think I am going to keep this right here in the corner. Hope y'all can see that. In the corner. I think the ballerina, I'm going to kind of put her in the middle. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to put this right here. Okay, so now I kind of need to be matchy-matchy. Should I be matchy-matchy with the designs? Okay, I'm going to put this heart in this corner. And should I do that? sure about that. I think I'll leave that open. And I think I'll do, I don't think I really want everything to be straight. Maybe that. And I'll put the love like that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like to do everything in odd numbers. So I need a little odd number. I need one more. Or take away one more. Let's see. Let me look at a shape I don't have on there. Y'all, this butterfly is beautiful. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do that one right there, because I have some bigger flat back pearls, gold, some little pink, and I do have my rhinestones. But since I have all this on here, I don't think I'm going to do the pink rhinestones. I'm going to do it all, keep the theme of the diamond rhinestone and pearl theme. Okay, let's see. Alright, so I paused it for just a minute or two, and I started my little around the camera lens, and I'm using the this GS Hypo Cement. And I have noticed that using the cement, the rhinestones keep their shine a lot better. I did one that I used my E6000, which I use it a lot on the rhinestone pins that I make. And I just seemed like it took away some of the sparkle. I don't know, but it seemed like it did. And it's got this little fine tip right there, and so it's just easier to apply than the E6000. And I try because I try to keep my glue standing up so it won't drip. I'm trying not to get these beautiful rhinestones in the way of the lens. Okay. And I love these little trays. They come with the diamond dots, and I think you can just buy the trays also by themselves. But one of my aunts, she loves doing diamond dots, and she does beautiful designs. I have a couple of her finished projects hanging up in the Daisy K workshop. She does a great job. Oh, and she made me a little keychain. I need to show y'all the little keychain that she made me. Alright. So I think it's helping. Well, that one doesn't want to be our friend. And there's a little bitty hole right in the middle of that, and I don't want to catch that either. Alright, I'm going to pause you guys again. Okay, alright, I'm back. So I've got the rhinestones around the lens opening, and then I'm going to put this one up here in the right hand corner. And y'all, I am slow at my projects. Alright, so that'll just dry like that. And then I want to do the ballerina. And I hope I don't glue myself to the ballerina. I'm sorry, I keep reaching across. But this is where my little, I call this my little helper. Little tweezers. And I'm going to put her right there. Now, I'm just going to pick this thing up so I can kind of press that down just a little bit. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put this one in the corner. I can just kind of the good thing about this is it does dry clear. Alright, so we got that one. Let me just give that extra little press. And it doesn't take long for this cement to glue. Okay. And I'm going to pause y'all again. Okay, so I've gotten this far. And I'm going to, I added these little, there's a pink rhinestone, a pearl, and a little pink pearl. And now I'm going to glue these little things. Well, is my glue drying up? Oh my goodness. I think it was. Please get off of there. I'm not ready for you yet. Ready for you. But it left anyway, didn't it? Let me get my little, I'm gonna get another one because it just stuck. The glue stuck to that one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it keeps flipping over like a little turtle. Okay. And then I didn't realize this was going to become so complicated. Oh, Kim, I knew I just didn't do that. But I did. And there it goes again, trying to be a little turtle. Okay, and I got glue on my fingers now. And then just get you out of the way. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That got dipped in the glue, honey. Okay. get a little wild over here. Now, I've got time for it to get wild. Gotta get that glue off my fingers. I don't know if I've told y'all, but it took me almost a year. I started out actually making bad drills, which I still make bad drills. And so I got the resin, I got all the resin, the stuff, the UV light, so I could layer the acrylics. And I got the gloves. I did exactly what they told me to do, and still through the gloves I had a terrible reaction. I didn't know how to glue that one. I had a terrible reaction, and it actually took about, I'd say, 3 months for my skin to actually heal. And I really hated that because I loved doing that resin, and I'm sure you could probably use resin to do this. But I just can't. So the only thing I got out of that little deal was I got a good UV light. That was it. That was it. Now let me find my little curl. Let me clean up my little helper stick. Oh, goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Okay. And then I'm going to take this one off. You have to have extra little doolollies. See, look. And I don't like getting glue on them because I do think it dulls their... Okay. This is what it's looking like so far. I think it's looking pretty. Prettier than what I thought it would be. So I'm going to pause you guys again. Okay, I'm back. I'm adding the rhinestones around the butterfly in the lower left corner. And I don't know if y'all can hear the music in the background, but I love playing music. That doesn't want to be part of the team. And I can't tell you how relaxing it is. And it just kind of let your thoughts go to like happy thoughts and how God has blessed you and He's blessed all of us. And I used to hear this great missionary friend of ours, and he'd say that we live in Disneyland, Disney World, according to these other countries and what other people have to go through. Because isn't it Disneyland is the happiest place on earth? I've never been, but I'm sure it would be a wonderful trip. A wonderful trip. But I was just thinking, as I was putting these rhinestones on, that isn't it wonderful how God hears our every prayer, our every word. And He doesn't always answer our prayers the way we want them to be answered, but He does answer them. And I always pray that God will give me the wisdom and the discernment to understand how He answers my prayer. And I'm saying all this because me and my husband, we have this beautiful, fun inside dog. She's the first inside dog I have ever had in my whole entire life. And I say this a lot, she will be my last inside dog. And she is a beautiful miniature black and tan dachshund. And sometimes she becomes 10 feet tall. But my husband was wanting a outside dog that, they could go do things together outside. Just have some nice little nature walks and things like that. And so I just told him, I said, you got to just pray and ask God for a dog. And so this has been going on for about, I would say, at least 6 months. And during that time, as we was praying for a dog, we would go to the dog shelters and, and look at dogs, and we came really close of getting one, but really just couldn't make up our mind if we wanted the dog at the dog shelter. And so we decided not to get that dog. That dog was just not for us. It was a beautiful dog, and you could tell that it had a lot of energy. And so I would say, 6 months has went by. And we got a phone call from one of my husband's sisters. And somebody was wanting to give my husband a dog. And I told my husband, I said, there's the dog we've been praying for. And so just to know that you can even ask God to send you the right dog is just amazing to me. And I can't wait to meet this dog. And I will tell y'all all about it. I'll tell y'all all about it. And one day I'll introduce you to Daisy. Daisy's my little dachshund, and that's why my little hobby is called Daisy. So Daisy K. So K is for my name. But my little Daisy, her name comes first. You really do get attached to your pets. Some people, have cats and dogs. Get really attached to them. They become a member of the family, even though not everybody might agree. But that's how I feel. And I'll tell her all the time, I say, I don't know what I did without you. What did I do before you came to this house? I just don't know. So I can tell it's going to take me, it's going to be a part 2 on this, because I'll tell y'all, I'm slow, and I think it's pretty if you kind of make this one just full of rhinestones and these pretty little flat back charms. And please let me know, you can send me a direct message if you're interested in buying a phone case. Right now, the phone cases that I have are for the iPhone 16. So if you're interested in getting a phone case, and of course, you know, like we could discuss the type of design that you would like, just let me know if it's not an iPhone 16. So I have experimented with the cases that I bought. So this is the only one that, well, no, I have another one that I'll put a picture of that I didn't put a lot on it, but I can definitely go back and add. You can always add, but you sure can't take away. It just wouldn't look right. So far, this is what it looks like, and this will be part 1. So join me in part 2. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all later. Have a great evening, and if I don't see you before July the 4th, have a wonderful July the 4th. And isn't it so wonderful and amazing that we're celebrating 250 years of the United States of America? Have a great day, y'all. Bye.